Shalom. I'm going to start off this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well while learning truth 100% according to the Bible. I also want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, prophet, servants scattered abroad the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you, Akwaf, which are you sisters that are sincere in your children. Shalom. And then today's video is going to be building off of this video from the brother, the Hopeful Like 3. And the title is going to be called Empty Shelves and Famines Are Coming to America. You see, because we know that ultimately famines are part of the prophecies that the Lord said that he will bring as plagues in these latter times, you see. And I'm actually going to a precept just to prove that real quick through the Spirit. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 15. And I'm going to start at verse 49, getting straight to the point. It's that I will send plagues upon thee. You see, that's talking about the people, man, in these latter times, which are the times that we're in now. It says widowhood, poverty, famine, right, which goes into a scarcity of food, you see, sword and pestilence to waste thy houses with destruction and death, you see. So the Lord is going to bring these famines and various other different types of plagues, ultimately to bring punishment, you see. And those are the times and seasons that we're in now, where a lot of these things are about to begin to manifest, you see. So I'm going to get back into the video, right? And before I start, I'm going to say fair use. Fair use.
I saw a few things last night that kind of spooked an old man. One of them is that Marco Rubio put out a statement that they are doing away or canceling visas for people from foreign countries who drive semis in the United States. And the second thing I saw was that there are shortages of workers to pick the crops in Texas. A huge amount of shortages. They are searching for people, and they're like, well, we're gathering them in mass now. We can do this.
Right, and you hear what it is he's saying. And that's true, because a lot of the people that they snatching up, you know, the Northern Kingdom that are being sent off to these ICE camps and being sent to Alligator Alcatraz and various other facilities, they were the ones that were working at a lot of these farms. And now, due to them not being at the farms, they're not able to pick all of the crops and get all of the produce out, because you have to pick it before a certain amount of time, you know, because you have animals, you have bugs and all type of things that'll eat up the product. So ultimately, like I said, all of this is going into the famine coming to pass, man. You see, whether it's man-made or not, because we know at the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai controls Esau on the left-hand side. So even if Esau is trying to engineer this famine, hey, it's still the will of the Lord, man. And it's still going to come to pass, because it all goes according to prophecy, you see. And we know that the Lord is ultimately going to bring these things for judgment, you see. I'm actually go to a precept on that. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 15. And I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, behold, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, right? Famine, right? Death and destruction, right? And this is the reason why the Lord is going to bring these things, right? Verse 6, for wickedness, right? Sin upon sin, you see, have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, therefore saith the Lord. You see, so that's ultimately why the Lord is going to bring all of these evils to this place America soon come, man. You see, starting off with that famine and various other different things, man, because of the wickedness, because of the behavior of the people. You see, the wickedness that's just running rampant through this country, man, that everybody celebrates, that everybody praises, that everybody puts on a high pedestal. That's about to be the reason why very soon a lot of these people here in Babylon are about to suffer, man. You see, because we know that these people here in this country, they cannot go without food, man. You see, these people got to eat all day, every day. They got to constantly go to McDonald's and Burger King and all of these other different places where they go to eat all of their GMO food. These people can't go without that stuff, man. So we know ultimately once this famine comes, hey, that's going to cause a lot of chaos within itself, man. You see? So, yeah, we're going to get back into this video.
It's too late. The crops in the field are already be picked, and they don't have the people to do it. So, small warning. Stock up on food. Stock up on food now. Shelves are going to go bare, and it's going to get very rough.
Right. And you hear what it is he's saying, right? And mind you, you just had the CEO of Walmart. He came out maybe about 2-3 months ago, and he warned the people here in Babylon that in the coming months that this country could experience empty shelves, man. You had the CEO of Walmart come out and said that. You had the CEO, I believe, of Kroger. And various other different people at the top, man, that are, in control of these food companies. They came out and literally told the American people that there is going to be empty shells, man. You see, and that's going to happen, man. Right? This is 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 22. And it says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And that's going into these Walmarts, these Krogers, all of these different companies and places where people ultimately go to get their food, you see, and to receive their necessities, and you see things like that. But soon to come, a lot of these places are going to be empty because, like I said, soon to come, you're going to have a lot of people looting, man. You're going to have a lot of people doing things once people really begins to see that this American economy is finished and that everything in this place is failing and going down. You're going to have a lot of violence, man. So a lot of people are going to loot stores. So that's going to be a reason why a lot of these grocery stores are going to be empty very soon, because you're going to have people just wilding out here in these streets of America, man. You see, all of these things are getting ready to come. And like I said, the Lord is bringing all of these things due to the wickedness of the people, man. You see, due to the wickedness that's ultimately running rampant in this country, man. That's why these things are coming forth, right? And I'm actually grab that precept as well. This is Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 40, and I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners, right? Verse 9, death, right, and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamity, famine, tribulation, and the scourge, right? Verse 10, these things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. So like I said, all of these things that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is getting ready to bring upon the earth, you see, he's bringing these things ultimately due to the wickedness of the people, man. These things were created for wicked people, man. You see these horrible judgments that the Lord is ultimately about to bring to this place, America, man. And we know that, perishing of hunger is a terrible way to go out, man. You see, a lot of people, they're going to perish due to not having anything to eat. And that's a terrible judgment, man. You see, as it tells you right here, I'm going to grab that. This is Lamentations chapter 4, and I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, their visage, right, is blacker than a coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaveth to their bones, right? How's a person's skin going to cleave to their bones? That's going to be due to a lot of people not having anything to eat. People being out here losing a lot of weight due to them not putting any nutrients and things in their body. You see, so people are going to be out here that skinny, man. You see all of those pictures of all of those kids in those third world countries, men and women that are, suffering, not having any food. You see how little their bodies are. There's going to be a lot of these people here soon in America, man. You see, Big Shirley going to been lost to 300-400 pounds. It's going to be bad out here, man. You see. It said it is withered. It has become like a stick, man. You see, that's how small people are going to be in these times that are coming, man, due to them not having any food. It's going to be crazy, man. Right? Verse 9, it said, they that be slain with the sword, right, are better than they that be slain with hunger. You see, it's better to perish by the sword, because at least when you perish by sword, it's going to come instantly. It'll be quick, you see. But to perish by, ultimately not having anything to eat, it's a slow, deteriorating, painful judgment, man. You see, and that's what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to bring to a lot of people, man. You see, and that's going to be a horrible way to go out, But it says, for these pine away, stricken through for the want of the fruits of the field, man. You see? So like I said, man, these are the things that are ultimately coming to America. A lot of people are going to be hungry very soon. A lot of people are not going to know what to do. People are going to be, bugging out and losing their mind. And that's why very soon you're ultimately going to have people that's going to resort to cannibalism, because we know that's part of the prophecies as well, man. You see, women are going to be out here eating their children. You see, men are going to be out here doing all type of different things that they can do to get food. You see, and if any of you brothers and sisters ever watched that movie, The Road, you see, and if not, I advise you to watch it, man, because that movie shows you just what people would do when society collapses, when there's food shortages, and when there's no resources, how people behave, how they become almost like animals, man. And that's going to be what a lot of people are going to resort to, because ultimately they're not going to have Yahweh Shem Yahushua with them, man. I'm talking about the 2/3 of our people. They're not going to have the Lord on their side, man. So they're going to resort to all type of things, you see, as well as these heathens, man. They're going to resort to cannibalizing, eating people, you see, doing all type of things that you would have never thought in a million years people would do. That's what's coming to America, man. Right? This is 2nd Esdras chapter 15. Verse 57, it said, thy children, right, shall die of hunger, right? And thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field, right? Because there's going to be a lot of chaos going on due to those food shortages, man. People going to be out here bugging out, doing all types of things to get by. You see, verse 58, it said, they that be in the mountains, right, shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh, right, and drink their own blood for very hunger of bread and thirst of water, man. You see, so these are the times that are coming to this place, America, that you're going to have people literally cannibalizing in the very near future, man. You see, due to them not having anything to eat. And like I said, these people here in America are very privileged, man. These people are not used to going a day or two without eating. These people don't know how to fast, you see, and go without eating things for a certain period of time. They don't know how to do that. They don't have that mental capacity. So these people, they just overindulge in everything every single day. Right. And that's what's going to be a lot of people's downfall in these times we coming into, you see, because they don't know how to go without these things, man. So people is going to just react chaotically. Once there's no food in these stores, it'll take literally people not even weeks to start cannibalizing each other. That's just how these people are in America. And I mean, it ain't far-fetched because majority of the things that these people eat in this country anyway already contains, certain things in it. I'm not going to say it because we know how Esau is. But yeah, man, you see, you got people finding human teeth in their food, all types of different things, man. So, I mean, hey, it won't be too far-fetched that when stuff really does hit the fan that these people are going to be cannibalizing each other, man. You see, that's going to come. All right. But I'm going to get back into the video. We're going to finish watching the rest of it, right? So bear with me.
Stock up on food. Stock up on food now. Shelves are going to go bare, and it's going to get very rough. Do not tell people you are stocking up on food. You need to hoard that. You need to keep it somewhat hidden because there are people out there who will not heed, not listen.
Well, we hear what it is he's saying, and ultimately, you can hoard all the food you want, man. But guess what? If you don't have Yahweh Bashim Yahushua with you, then hey, you're not going to make it in these times, man. Because it's going to be that bad. You're going to have people going from house to house, ransacking people's houses just to get food, man. Right? And I'm going to go to that. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 19. It said, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, you see. So, hey, around this time when the resources become scarce and people actually have to get it out of the mud and things like that when it's hard, guess what? It tells you in Matthew 24 and 12, and because iniquity shall abound, that the love of many shall wax cold. That word cold in the Greek means psychos or crazy. So a lot of these people, hey, your favorite neighbor that been knowing you for 20 years, when his family is starving and they don't have anything to eat, guess what? And he knows that you have things. Where you think he's coming through to first? He's going to come to a lot of you people's houses out there that are prepping, that are stocking up, that are, hoarding things up in your garage, in your attic. Hey, you're going to be the primary target, man, when these times happen, especially if you don't have the Lord. You see? So prepping is really pointless, man. You see? It's not going to get you through these times, man. You see? It said, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, right? But shall destroy their houses with the sword, which is the modern day gun, right? And spoil their goods. See, people going to be ransacking people's houses, going in people's houses, looking all through your drawers and your cabinets and your kitchen refrigerator, seeing if they can find just a can of beans, man, whatever they can ultimately find to give to their families so that they can be sustained, you see, in this famine. That's what people is going to be doing, man. You see, it's going to be everybody for themselves, man. That's the mentality that these Babylonians are about to have soon come. You see, because everybody in this country is already selfish and already self-centered and only care about themselves as is. How much more when there's no resources? How much more when there's no food? How much more when there's no power and all of these things that these people ultimately take for granted every day? You see, people going to bug out, man. You see, that's what's coming. A lot of people just losing it. It says, because of the lack of bread, right? No food, and for great tribulation. You see, that's how bad it's going to get out here, man. And I'm going to actually go to 2nd Ezra 16, right? Bear with me, because these are the things that are coming, brothers and sisters, and it's going to create a lot of chaos, right? And I'm going to start at verse 17 again, straight to the point. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? You see, this is the prophet Esdras ultimately seeing the times and seasons that we're in now, that we are coming into the latter days of how things got bad out here in America. He was able to see into the future. You see, the Lord gave him the vision to where he was able to see everything that was occurring in America during these times that we're in now and how bad it got, man. And that's why he said, woe is me, who would deliver me in those days. You see, but we know that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to be with the elect, man. You see, the elect are going to eat. You see, the Lord is going to come through for his remnant, man. The hopeful elect men, the hopeful elect lady, and their children. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to come through for them. They're going to be sustained in these times. You see, everybody that has been trusting in the Lord, holding on to him, cleaving unto him, those that are sincere, the Lord's going to come through. You see, he's going to protect them. But everybody else, you see, 2/3 of our people, you heathens, and you people going to suffer, man. You see, and rightfully so. Verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine, right? And great death, man. You see, because a lot of people are going to die. You see, that's what's coming. The beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, meaning bad times, right? What shall I do when these evils shall come? And like I said, the Lord's elect, they're going to put their trust in Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. That's our only hope in these times. We can't trust in our own selves. We can't trust in our own might. We can't believe that we can get ourselves through this. No. We're going to have to trust in Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. That's our only hope, you see, in these times, right? And this is verse 19. It said, behold, famine, right, and plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute. You see, they're sent as punishments, man. The Lord is going to send these things for judgment, like I said earlier. You know, that's why these evils are coming. That's why food shortages will happen. That's why people are going to resort to eating each other, man, because that's just how bad the Lord is about to plague this place, America, man. On all sides, you see. It said, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always bound for the scourges, you see. And that's what people are, man. Here it is. You got all of these bad things happening now in this country. And a good majority of our people, they don't care. They don't see the things that are happening. They don't see any urgency of repenting and turning to the Lord, you see. But they're going to see it very soon, man, right? When things really does start to hit the fan, right? Which is coming very soon. It says, verse 21, it said, behold, victuals, right, which goes into food, shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, right, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And that's what's going on now. Here it is. You got these people here in America, even though the prices of groceries and things of that nature is going up, but you still got people that are able to afford food. You're still able to go to Walmart and get food. You're still able to do certain things, man. But how much more in the times to come when you're not going to be able to do any of that? You see? So like I said, hey, people think themselves to be in good case now. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion, right? Verse 22, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, right? Not having anything to eat. And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword slay, right? Which is going to be the violence, the chaos, the silver uproars of the people, right? The military troops, all of those things. This is what's coming, right? To America, man. All right. And I'm going to go down. And we're going to start at verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. Because like I said, we see all of these things beginning to manifest, man. You see, you're hearing them talk about empty shells coming soon. You're hearing and seeing all of these things, man. So there's no denying that, hey, these things soon are going to come and that they're going to happen. You see, there's no denying it. It's literally in people's face, man. People just want to continue to ignore it and act as though if they don't look at it, then it's not going to happen. But hey, that's not going to stop prophecy from coming to pass just because you people don't believe or just because you people don't want to accept it, right? These things will happen, right? Verse 38, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son with 2 or 3 hours of her pain, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment, right? Verse 39, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world, right? Talking about the people in this place, shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side, man. You see, that's what's coming, right? And we already see, like I said, sorrows happening on all sides with everything that's ultimately already happening in the world. But just wait, things are going to get way worse around here, man. You see? As it tells you right here, I got to go to that precept. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 14, verse 16. It says, for yet greater evils, right, than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter, right? And that's talking about each day that goes by is going to be worse than the day that was before it. This is just how bad the times are that we're in, that each day that passes by, things are getting more intense, you see, in this world, man. Things are getting more evil. Things are getting more sinister, right? The Lord is heating things up. Verse 17, for look how much the world shall be wicked through age, so much the more shall evils, right, meaning bad times, right, increase upon them, talking about the people that dwell therein, right? And this is going to come upon everybody that is not of the Lord's elect, man. You see, if you're not of the Lord's 1/3 remnant, then he's not going to be with you in these times that are coming, man. You see, when food shortages begin to happen, when all hell begins to break loose, when things out here begins to really heat up, the Lord is not going to be with 2/3 of his people, man. You see, only the elect. So I'm going to get back into this video. We're going to watch the rest of it, right? So bear with me.
Into this and will be unprepared and unplanned. I put out a video yesterday about communication. Today, I'm telling you, please stock up on food, non-perishables, food that you can make easily with water. Just try to stock up on water as much as you can too. You have to start preparing yourself for the bad times that are coming. Love and peace. Silence is surrender.
He's absolutely right that these things are coming. But like I said, nothing you can do to prepare yourselves for these times rather than getting right with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. For you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians out there, like I said, no prepping, no amount of anything is going to stop you from ultimately getting caught up in these things. And like I said, us brothers and sisters of the hopeful elect, we're not worried about these things, you see. How we're going to eat, how we're going to get by and all of that. No, we're not going to worry about those things. We're going to have our trust and faith in the Lord that he's going to provide for us in these times. That's going to be the spirit that the elect are going to be in, that they know the Lord is going to come through for them. We're not going to have to worry about these things. As it tells you right here, this is St. Matthew chapter 6. I'm going to start at verse 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink. Nor yet for your body what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment? Verse 26, behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? You see, so that's the Lord speaking, man. Basically said, if he feed the birds, man, you see, the fowls of the air, the birds, man, you see, he makes sure that they eat every day. You see, how much more us, his people, man, his chosen people, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians, the Israelites, the 1/3, the elect. You see, the Lord is going to come through for us in these terrible times. You see, Abba Ratazah, we be at that number, you see. But it says, verse 27, which of you by taking thought can add 1 cubit unto his stature? Verse 28, and why take ye thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin, right? And yet I say unto you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these, right? Verse 30. Wherefore, if Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua so clothe the grass of the field, which today is and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you, O ye a little faith? You see? And like I said, this is what the elect is going to have their faith in the Lord in these times. Because like I said, they're going to know that the Lord is going to come through for them, man. They're not going to be worried about, oh, man, what we're going to eat. That's going to be what these people in the world are going to be worried about because they don't have faith. You see, they're going to be focusing on what should we eat? Oh, what should we do? Oh, man, we're going to die. We're going to starve. And that's going to be these people in the world mindset, man. The elect, we're going to be cool and level-headed, Lord's will. You see, we're not going to be focusing upon those things, man. You see? And I'm going to actually finish reading, right? I'm going to read verse 31. Therefore, take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? Right? Verse 32. For after all these things do the Gentiles seek, right? The heathens, right? And our people that are in that Gentile state of mind. You see, the 2/3, they're going to be thinking about these things in these times. You see, because like I said, they don't have faith. For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things, you see. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, he knows ultimately that we have needs. You see, he knows that we need food and water to be sustained, man. He knows these things. He knows that we can't live without these resources. So guess what? In these times when all of these things become scarce and people can barely get them, guess what? He's going to make ways for us in these times, Lord's will. He's going to be doing miracles. You see, doing all types of things for brothers and sisters for us to eat, man. You see? And I'm actually go to that precept. This is Psalms chapter 37, verse 25. I have been young and now I'm old, yet have I not seen the righteous, right, the elect, forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. You see, so the Lord is going to come through for us in these times, brothers and sisters, when all of these things really do hit the fan and stuff get worse around here in this place, America. The Lord is going to make sure that his men and women, that they're sustained, that they're eating, that they're being sheltered, that they're being nurtured and cared for. You see, but everybody else, like I said, you 2/3 Jakes that didn't take heed to these warnings, didn't believe that The Lord was going to plague this place, America, with evils. And you people are going to suffer. You heathens are going to suffer. There's going to be a lot of suffering coming in these times, man. But the Lord is going to be with his people. Like I said, the elect of his people, right? This is Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, right? But ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed, right? And when it's saying that ye shall be thirsty, ye shall be hungry, and ye shall be ashamed, that's talking about for you Israelites that have not taken heed to these warnings from the men of the Lord. You that have not repented and turned back to Yahweh Shah during this grace period, you're going to be the ones suffering in these times of famine, during the time of all chaos and everything that's coming. You people are going to be the ones that are going to be the ones suffering. You see, going to be caught up in all of this chaos, man, not knowing what to do. You see, having to rely on Esau, ending up taking that MOTBC hip. This is what you 2/3 are going to do, man. You see? Verse 14, it said, behold, my servant shall say for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart and shall howl for vexation of spirit. You see? So people in that day, 2/3 of our people, they're going to know that they messed up. They're going to know that during this grace period that they should have been seeking the Lord. Because like I said, they're going to see the Lord coming through for his elect men and elect lady, how they're going to be eating, how they're going to begin taken care of. They're going to begin provided with food and things of that nature. And they're just going to be in a pitiful case. They're going to be, just suffering. Right. And I'm actually go to that, through the spirit, because this is what's going to be to a lot of our people, man. Right. Those that did not take heed. Right. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 9. And I'm going to start at verse 9. It said, then shall they be in pitiful case, right, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. People going to dwell in torments. They already being tormented now. You see all of these jobs being closed down. People cannot make ends meet, food stamps and all of that getting taken away. But hey, that's only the beginning, man. The Lord is going to make things way worse for you 2/3, man. You see? It says, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. You see, you people been out here, living your lives, doing everything in which it is that you do, not seeking the Lord. You see, you've been getting money and doing all type of different things, benefiting a lot here in America, but not even knowing that it's the Lord that's ultimately giving you these things. But you people don't consider the Lord at all. You see? So it says, verse 11, and they that have loathed my law, which goes into hating something, right? While they had yet liberty, right? And when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, which it still is now because we're still under grace. So you can still repent and turn back to the Lord for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians out there, right? But we know that only the elect of the nation of Israel are going to turn back. You see, it's only for them to turn back. So, hey, 2/3, they're going to get caught in the destruction. They're going to get caught up in these perils that are coming, right? It says, and understood not, but despised it, right? Verse 12, the same must know it after death by pain. You see? And I just went into earlier about how it feels to perish by famine. That's one of the most painful ways to go out, man. And that's going to be the judgment for a lot of you Israelites, man, and you heathens, man, here in America very soon. But like I said before, brothers and sisters, the Lord is going to come through for the elect. You see, so we're going to have faith, Abaratazah, coming into these times, knowing that the Lord is going to be with us, man. And we just continue to hold on to the faith and to continue to endure. You see? But yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to say with today's video. Abaratazah, pray it be edifying to you, brothers and sisters that come across. With that being said, to the next time, I'm going to say shalom to the elect.